Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Foreign Correspondents Club of Japan. We are continuing our guests that are involved in the political elections here in Japan. He's a politician who has been accepting our invitation for many, many years. Mr. Shi from the Communist Party of Japan, which I'm sure you know is one of the very few Genki Communist Party in the world. Even the Italian Communist Party, who used to be a very, very strong one, is now almost disappeared. So it would be very interesting in learning from Shi-san how it's possible to survive in a very capitalist country and increasing votes, because actually the Communist Party is increasing votes. And my personal opinion is that it will increase even in the next elections. But nevertheless, they won't get even close to power. So maybe there is also something wrong in this party. So we don't have much time because he's very busy, as you may imagine, during the campaign. We have to close this at 2:30, I'm told. And one of the proof, the evidence that Mr. Shi is really a fighter, he just told me that he prefers to speak just a very short introduction, and then he will just answer your questions, which is something that I'm sure we will appreciate as journalists, because sometimes politicians, when they make their speeches, are quite boring. Okay, so shall we start?
Okay.
So about 10 minutes and then we go to questions.
皆さんこんにちは。日本共産党の志位和夫です。
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Kazuo Shi from the Japanese Communist Party.
今日はお招きいただきまして光栄です。
It's a great honor to be invited here today.
冒頭10分ほどいただいて、今度の総選挙に臨む日本共産党の基本姿勢について簡単にお話ししたいと思います。
I would like to spend at the outset about 10 minutes talking about the Japanese Communist Party's basic approach policy in this general election.
今度の総選挙の最大の焦点はどこにあるか。
Now, where is the biggest focus in this general election?
公示の日に私は、NHK のインタビューを受けまして、今度の選挙をネーミングをつけてほしいというふうに言われました。
Well, as a matter of fact, on the day when the elections officially kicked off, NHK interviewed me, and I was asked to give a name to this general election.
私は、さよなら安倍政治選挙と書きました。
And I wrote, Goodbye, Abe political government politics.
この5年間、こんなに憲法を粗末に扱った政権はありません。
I don't think that there has been any administration in the history of Japan which has disregarded the Japanese constitution to this extent.
沖縄に対しても、あるいは原発の問題でも、こんなに民意を踏みつけにしてきた政権もありません。
And also, I have never seen an administration which has really ignored the public's will, be it the issues of Okinawa or the nuclear powers.
そして森友加計疑惑、こんな異常な国政私物化疑惑にまみれた政権もかつてありません。
And also, I have never seen any administration in the past which has used its authority for personal purposes, as we see in the case of Moritomo and Kake incidents.
この政権をですね、市民と野党の共闘の勝利、そして日本共産党の躍進で倒して、新しい政治、新しい日本を作る選挙にしていきたい。これは私たちのメインの訴えです。
So the main appeal for our party is that we want to combine the forces of the opposition camps and under also the power of the Japanese Communist Party, we want to bring about new politics to Japan. We want to create a new Japan.
それでは安倍政権を倒した後にどういう日本を作るのか、日本共産党は5つのビジョンを明らかにしています。
And what will happen in the post-Abe period? We have set out 5 policies.
第一は外交です。
And one is in regards to foreign policy.
どんな問題も軍事ではなくて平和外交の力で解決する日本を作っていきたい。
We want to create a Japan where no matter what the issue may be, military force will not be used, but instead peaceful diplomatic measures will be taken to resolve the issue.
現下の北朝鮮問題も経済制裁の強化と一体に対話による平和的解決に力を尽くす、これこそ唯一の解決策です。
And regarding North Korea today, I think the only solution to what we see today is, on the one hand, to increase economic sanctions against North Korea, but at the same time, to try to pursue dialogue and seek for peaceful resolution and make every effort to make this happen.
第2は経済の改革です。
And the second is economic reform.
私たちのスローガンは、1% の富裕層や大企業のための政治でなく、99% の国民のための政治をというものです。
And here our slogan is politics not for the sake of the 1% rich, but instead for the 99% of the Japanese people.
この立場から、税制、予算、雇用、そして地域経済を大企業本位から国民の暮らし応援に切り替える具体策を提唱しています。
And for that, we are taking the position that be it the tax system or budget, employment, or local economies, we believe that politics should stand not on the side of the big companies, but instead to focus on the livelihood of the Japanese people.
第3は原発の問題です。
And the third issue is the nuclear power plants.
この問題の一番の試金石は再稼働を認めるかどうかにあります。
And I think the biggest test here would be whether or not the government will go ahead with the restart of the nuclear power stations.
私たちは再稼働に反対し、原発ゼロの日本を直ちに作る、そして再生可能エネルギー先進国にしていくというビジョンを明らかにしています。
And in this regard, our party has set out the vision that on the one hand, we want to see that the nuclear power stations be reduced to zero as soon as possible, and we do not admit any restart of operations of nuclear power stations. And at the same time, we want to become a Japan where we lead the industrialized economies in terms of renewable energy.
第4は憲法9条を守り、9条を生かした日本を作る。とりわけ今、安倍首相の下で進められている9条改憲に強く反対するということです。
And the fourth is in regards to the Constitution. To be more specific, Article 9. We want to defend Article 9 and try to leverage on Article 9 here in Japan and put a stop to the Abe administration's attempt to try to revise Article 9 of the Constitution.
そして最後に第5番目に私たちが訴えているのは核兵器禁止条約、これが国連で採択されました。この核兵器禁止条約にサインする政府を作ろうという訴えです。
And the last appeal that our party is making is to make Japan a government in which it signs the UN treaty prohibiting nuclear weapons. The United States has adopted the nuclear weapons ban treaty, and we want to see the Japanese government sign it.
以上5つの改革のプランを私たち提示しておりますが、これを進める力は市民と野党の共闘です。
And these are the 5 reform plans that we have put in place, but the force that is needed to make headway with these reforms is the combination of ourselves plus the citizens.
この2年間、私たちは共闘によって日本を変えるという新しい道に踏み込んできました。
And over the past 2 years, we have been taking this approach where we try to fight together with the citizens.
それは確かな成果を上げていると思います。
And we are producing tangible results.
昨年の参議院選挙では 全国32の一人区のすべてで野党統一候補を実現し、11で勝利しました。
And we were able to, at last year's upper house election, win the 32 candidates which were running in the single seat constituency from the opposition camp were able to win, and the Japanese Communist Party were able to win in 11 constituencies.
続く新潟県知事選挙では勝利を勝ち取りました。
And also in the following Niigata gubernatorial election, we were able to win.
今年の仙台市長選挙でも勝利しました。
And also in the Sendai mayoral election this year, we were able to win.
市民と野党が一つに力を合わせれば、自民党を倒せるというのは証明済みのことになっていると思います。
And I think that this is proof that if the citizens combine forces with the opposition, we can beat the LDP.
今度の総選挙でも、この流れをさらに発展させようと、私たちは準備を重ねてきました。
And we have been preparing for this election so that we can further expand this trend.
ただ困難も起こりました。
But there were challenges as well.
民進党が突然、希望の党への合流を決めました。
For example, the Democratic Party of Japan suddenly decided to merge with the new party Hope.
私はこのニュースを聞いたとき、大変な逆流が持ち込まれたと実感しました。
And I felt when I heard this news that this was a very powerful wind against our party.
しかし私たちは共闘を諦めませんでした。
But we did not give up this idea of fighting together.
この2年間積み重ねてきた共闘の絆は全国至るところに広がっています。
Because over the past 2 years, we have been trying to join forces, and this bond that ties us has become stronger over the past 2 years.
それは一時の逆流でなくなるものではありません。
And this will not be stopped due to this one-time event.
その時私はこういう声明を出しました。
And at that time, I tried to think this way.
こういう厳しい条件の下でも共闘の道に進もうという勢力が現れたら私たちは手を結ぶと。
And that was to say that even in such tough times, if there were others who were willing to join hands with our party, we would fight together with them.
その後、立憲民主党が結成されました。
And after that, the Constitutional Democratic Party of Japan was established.
私たちはこの流れを歓迎し、今は私たちとしては日本共産党、立憲民主党、そして社会民主党3党と市民の皆さんが協力して選挙を戦っております。
And we welcome this move, and currently our Japanese Communist Party, as well as the Constitutional Democratic Party of Japan, CDPJ, and the Social Democratic Party, plus the citizens are fighting together.
全区289の小選挙区のうち249で3党としては候補者を一本化することができました。
And out of the 289 single-seat constituencies, our three parties were able to come up with a single candidate in 249 of those constituencies.
一本化したからには最大の勝利を目指したいと思います。
And now that we have decided on one single candidate, we will do everything to win these constituencies.
そして何よりも比例代表で私たち日本共産党がこの1週間力を尽くして必ず躍進を果たしたいと決意しております。
And also, in the proportional representation, we, the Japanese Communist Party, have been working very hard over the past week to do everything within our means to increase our seats under the proportional representation.
共産党が躍進することが、共闘を進める一番確かな力になるということを今訴えて戦っているところです。
And we are currently appealing that the increase in seats for the Japanese Communist Party is the sure way of ensuring that our joint efforts will bear fruit.
ちょうど10分になりましたので、これで終わりにして、あとはご質問にお答えしたいと思います。
I think I've just used up 10 minutes, so I would now like to stop here and take questions.